And again, I think they can be very cathartic. And again, I'm not going to say it's a panacea, but I definitely
Right.
I find myself thinking back to certain movies, like Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. I mean, that little Michael Caine gem. That there are things that I concur with you. Some of the Pink Panther ones with my dad laughing out
Right.
loud too. Again, it's just really enjoying film for enjoying film. That you don't have to necessarily dig any deeper. It can be allowing you to kind of go back to times and loved ones that maybe aren't here anymore, and really reconnecting with a lot of it. So it's
Yeah.
it's it's a very special medium.
Do you have any advice for someone who's coming to the Newport Beach Film Festival for the first time? They've got the program online, and they're trying to figure out, how do I pick a film? Do you have any advice for how they choose what they want to see?
We get that often. And usually we start with narrow it down to the day that you're available. Some people, I get a lot of people in the medical profession. UCI Health is one of our big partners, and so they have doctors who are and other staff who are like their weekend is Tuesday and Wednesday. It isn't our weekend.
Right. Right.
So I said, we've got great films on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and we have parties on Tuesdays and Wednesdays when other festivals wouldn't. So what's great is you can kind of take a look at the entire festival going, well, mine is not a normal schedule. I mean, we've got stuff for any kind of schedule. And we got stuff for families. We've got this wonderful documentary, Why Dinosaurs? And it's such a great little doc about dinosaurs and our fascination and fixation on them.
Right.
And again, we've got a shorts program which is called Shorts for Shorties, and it's all curated by our team for films for kids.
Right.
So there's all that stuff. So it's kind of understanding what you're looking for and who you want to engage and bring either with you or what you'd like to experience. So I tell people, do you want to see shorts or do you want to see features? And so if you want to see, then on the short side, the team has curated all the shorts programs to be around an overarching central theme. So it could be love or relationships, or it could be dance. There's a whole series of dance on film, or it could be culinary. We have a culinary shorts program. So all the different things. So you kind of look through, read the descriptions of the different films, and go, oh, I'll go to see that shorts block. On the feature side, very similar. Each of our films will have a synopsis, so they'll have a discussion of what the film is about, and you can see if that interests you. And usually, there's the dichotomy between a narrative, which is kind of like what you see on the big screen usually, and documentaries. We have a very, very strong documentary lineup. Again, we've got a wide array of films to suit almost every interest. But I think it's looking through there, and then it's kind of going through and going, I'm going to try something maybe I haven't tried before. So maybe that shorts program, or maybe a documentary like normally you see on a streaming service. I want to see on the big screen with the director. So those are kind of cool things. And then take a look at one of the parties. I think that's the other thing. The overarching thing I can say is people go, oh, I thought the Newport Beach Film Festival was only for people in the film industry. I didn't
Right.
know I could go.
Right.
It's open to everybody in the community. Everyone can get a ticket. I encourage you to do so. Something where, and then they think, oh, the parties are only for people in the films, or they're only for people who are kind of in the know. It's for everybody. Everyone feels like a VIP at the Newport Beach Film Festival. So it's something where you can come out, you can buy a ticket to our opening night, see Christoph Waltz, come to the after party, and it's, again, you can feel like a little rock star. I grew up here in Newport. I live here, and I know that come 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, Newport's kind of done,
Right.
except for the week of the festival where we're kind of just getting started with some of our events at 9 o'clock. So it's kind of a neat experience to try something a little bit different.
Well, that's great advice, because honestly, that I always think film festival. I don't know, the Venice Film Festival, Toronto Film Festival. It looks like all fancy celebrities and actors and actresses and directors, and it's not for regular people to go to.
Right.
But making that key difference as to what your film festival is all about, it's for anyone.
Correct. And again, we encourage everyone to take a look at our lineup, newportbeachfilmfest.com. Again, we've also tried to keep things very reasonable. We haven't raised our prices in several years. And I can tell you our costs have risen, as everyone's has through inflation, exponentially. But our general screenings are $20. For students, seniors, military first responders, it's $15. So it's a very reasonable price point for our general screenings. Our spotlight screenings that we have during the week, it's $50 for film and party. and other festivals, some of them which you mentioned, there would be another zero attached to that,
Right. Right.
if you're looking at those. But that includes film and post party with hosted bar and signature tastings from major restaurants, entertainment, and DJ. So it's really a fun evening for, I think, a very reasonable cost. And we partner with a number of organizations. We ourselves are a 501c3 nonprofit, and we realize how many of our sister nonprofits out there are having a tough time. So we partner with about 75 to 80 major nonprofits in Southern California to pair them up with our movies. And many of those groups will have discounted tickets up beyond what I've talked about. So if you belong to any of these groups, again, I would take a look at our website and see what films they're partnering with us on. They will have access to some discounts as well. Beyond, so again, like the $50 ticket to one of our big spotlights might be 45 or less. So
Right.
suddenly you're getting into an evening out at $90 for a couple. I
Yeah.
wish I could do that with my wife.
Yeah, you can't beat that. Absolutely not.
So
Well, Gregg, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you today, finding out so much about your festival. I'm going to check it out. I've never been to it. I live up the coast in West Hollywood.
okay.
I've got to get down to see it. Could you give us again that the website to get all the information?
Most certainly encourage people to take a look at newportbeachfilmfest.com. Again, newportbeachfilmfest.com. October 17th to the 24th, and it's our 25th anniversary, and we look for all of you to help us come celebrate that milestone year for us. And David, thank you for your time and being able to give the festival an opportunity to engage with your audience.
Absolutely. Thanks so much.
And we look forward to having you down at the festival.
Yeah. I'll call you about that later.
All right, great. Thank you.
Great talking to you.